Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Kendi K all day, and this is episode 46 of Shop Talk. Shop Talk is our content creator makerspace for YouTube creators. Welcome in. Welcome in. You are in the right place at the right time. Today, we've got another up to the minute topic that is timely topics for content creators so that they can connect, to learn, collaborate, and grow their channels to and through full monetization. I am a new and small-ish content creator in these YouTube streets, and so I invite other small and new content creators to join me for Shop Talk with 2 to 3 live streamed episodes each week. The next time you can find us for Shop Talk is on Sunday morning. It's our Sunday Sunrise edition, and cameras are optional for that Sunday Sunrise edition. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is Kendi K all day. I'm super excited to see folks already dropping into that chat. And so welcome, y'all. Today, our topic for the day is another timely topic, and it is 5 ways to increase engagement on your channel as a content creator. Yeah, that would be a good topic for us. We've covered it before, but we haven't covered it in quite this manner. And I welcome all content creators to gather down in that chat. And if anyone would like to join me on stage to co-host this episode of Shop Talk, then you just come right on up at any time. The longer you're connected, the longer you can gain watch hours on your channel. This is Shop Talk. This is our content creator maker space. Yes. I see Slim Jim Longfoot. How are you, friends? I see JC Calamity Jane is joining us. Thank you, friends. Thank you all for joining us. This is Kendi K all day, and this is a Shop Talk. Yes, it is. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you all for connecting. Continue to drop your channel link as many times as you would like. That's not spamming. That's just good marketing on your behalf. Thank you all for joining us. I'm super excited. Today, we're talking everything you need to know about engagement with some strategic ways to increase engagement on your channel. Because did you know the more folks are talking about your channel, the more folks are interacting with your channel? That's what engagement is. It's interacting with your channel. The more the YouTube algorithm, which is a system of supercomputers, the more they will pick up on that, and they will respond by sending your content out to a wider audience. That's what we need to do in order to grow our channels to and through monetization. Speaking of monetization, I want you to know that one of the reasons why I started Shop Talk was so that other content creators could reach partial and then full monetization. Yes. Hey there, Rooted in Essential Oils. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. I love this. Let me come back and show you my face so that I can show my appreciation. Let me welcome some content creators in who are chatting it up in the chat, because we are the Content Creator Collective, and this is Shop Talk episode 46. 46. Y'all, we are fastly approaching 50 episodes of Shop Talk, and that makes me super excited. Welcome in, Simply Debbie Sue. Welcome. Hey there, Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. And it's the GOAT. It's the greatest of all time. It's Slim Jim Longfoot. Very unique channel. One of the most unique channels that I have seen in these YouTube streets. Let's welcome Slim Jim Longfoot. JC Calamity Jane, she has chicken life. She's on a GLP-1 journey, and she's also a type 1 diabetic. Look at all of those niches that she has to pull content from. Y'all, 10 out of 10, highly recommend JC Calamity Jane. And I'm just going straight down. We want to welcome our friend Norman. Welcome, friend. New content creator, fully monetized now as a content creator, just like myself. And it's just super exciting to see the growth and to see how everyone's channels continue to grow. And one of the reasons I like to believe is because these folks are connected to Shop Talk. This is the content creator maker space, and you are in the right place at the right time. Welcome in, Doses of Shawnee. Welcome, friend. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. It's rooted in essential oils. Welcome in, famous. I was a member on that channel. So, welcome, friend. Good to see you. So we'll keep checking that back. You all make sure that you're dropping your channel links. Welcome in. There's our good buddy. I was looking for Kyle, and there he is. Y'all, welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is Kendi K all day. We want to welcome in Gemini Diva 79. Welcome in, friends. Welcome, 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 welcome. Now let's go ahead and get started. Our topic today is 5 ways to increase engagement. And the only thing inaccurate about that is that I promise that you're going to get more than 5 ways to increase engagement on your channel. So if you're ready, let's get started. So when we think about engagement is how viewers interact with your channel. That's essentially what engagement is. That's the long and the short of it, is how do viewers interact with your channel beyond just watching your best content. So continue to put out your best content on your channel, and I promise you there's someone out there who likes what you do in these YouTube streets, and they're going to lock in with your content. But when they do, you want to keep them watching. And that's why you want to make sure that you're doing multiple things to engage users with your content, engage viewers with your content. The more they engage, the more the supercomputers, the algorithm, as we call it, is going to respond and send your content out to wider and wider audiences. If you want your channel to grow, you have to make sure that you're working on purposeful things, strategic things to engage viewers with your content, in addition to watching your content in these YouTube streets. Friends, think about what interests that you have, but more importantly, you should be thinking about what are the interests of my viewers. Really lock in when viewers are commenting to you down in your chat. Listen, that is how I get each and every one of our topics for discussion on Shop Talk, is I am reading what viewers are leaving me down in the comments. Many times viewers are sharing with me questions that they might have. Our earlier episode of Shop Talk that was delivered to you on Tuesday of this week, check out episode 45 of Shop Talk. It's our content creator makerspace. It was devoted all to users, viewers, content creators, questions about YouTube. And we put those up on the screen. But friends, you can also email me those questions, and you can catch me on Instagram. It's Kendi K all day, one word, on IG. You want to be thinking about, are you using topics of discussion? Are you discussing things? Are you talking about things on your channel? However you engage with your viewers on your channel, does it evoke an emotion, right? Is it something useful to people? Is it a how-to? That's what I do in this aspect of my channel, is I talk shop with other YouTube content creators so that we can connect, we can collaborate, we can learn and grow our channels to and through full monetization. I have been using many of the strategies that I have talked about in all of these 46 episodes of Shop Talk. I have utilized those to grow my channel to full monetization. And I think that's important for you to know, because I'm not just talking about the things, right? Kendi K has done the things and it has worked. Kendi K is a woman of a particular age. Kendi K just turned 50 in October. Y'all, I started my YouTube channel in January 2024. It was the last week of January 2024. In fact, it was my New Year's resolution in 2024 that I wanted to start a YouTube channel. And I did, but I had not yet posted a video. And so that last week of January, in order to keep my New Year's resolution to myself, I posted my first video, and it's still out there. So check it out if you want to see how Kendi K introduced herself to the world, because we're not just talking about in North America, not just talking about the United States. Y'all, it's a global network of folks who are viewing YouTube, and you are your brand. That's what I would tell you as well. So in 1 year, before I turned 50, At 49 years of age, Kendi K fully monetized her YouTube channel. And I am super excited about all that I'm learning. And I want you to be able to do the same thing. So if you would, please, thank you for the investment of time today. And please invest in yourself by joining safe spaces like Shoptalk, where you can connect, collaborate, and grow your channel to and through full monetization. Yes, you are, in fact, a global brand. And it's a little scary at times, I must admit. I'm scared each and every time I come to the stage and I'm up on the panel. That's why I invite folks to come and co-host the show with me, because it makes me feel better. I love to shout out channels, and we're going to do a little bit of that today. So content creators are chatting it up, and I am showing them your channels. I want you to check out at GOAT1408. That is Slim Jim Longfoot, and he's got an amazing channel, and he is so super talented. So many facets of his life, and he is a diabetic, and so he has one of the longest. I will share this fun fact about Slim Jim Longfoot. He has one of the longest YouTube streaks ever, meaning posting daily. So Slim Jim Longfoot, drop that in the chat and let us know how long you have held your streak for daily posting. Kendi K, that's me, y'all. I'm Kendi K. Kendi K does not post every day, but Slim Jim Longfoot, he has managed to really get a lot of insight, and he does a lot of work on his channel in addition to working outside of YouTube, and is a fully monetized content creator as a result of that. Yes. So yeah, I fully monetized my channel at the age of 49 before I turned 50. So I'm super excited to say that I was able to fully monetize, thanks in part to you as viewers on my channel. So if this is not your first time joining us, if you are a viewer, a subscriber, or a member of Kendi K's crew, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your commitment to my channel. And thank you for joining us for today for this episode 46 of Shop Talk. So keeping that in mind, let's keep talking about this thing called engagement. Engagement is how viewers interact with your channel in addition to watching your good content. Yes. So Slim Jim Longfoot, here's that fun fact. He's dropped it into the chat because that's what we do on Shop Talk. We are the content creator makerspace. We are creators, all YouTube creators, and this is where we talk shop. So Slim Jim says he's been posting every day. Y'all look at that. Every day on YouTube since March 4th, 2020 with a daily vlog series. Diabetes, and I told you he was a type 2 diabetic. Today is day 2088 in his streak. Slim Jim Longfoot, I think it's past time that you and I sat down for coffee and conversations. And guess what? You don't have to drink coffee. So I'll be connecting with you, Slim Jim, because I want to hear more. I am intrigued. This person, this human called Slim Jim Longfoot, no wonder they refer to him as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He has posted consecutively for 2,088 days. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank y'all for joining us. We want to welcome in some other content creators. Gemini Diva 79, thank you for moderating this stream with us. And I want to thank a crew member and moderator Monique Poe for moderating this stream for us as well. Monique is also a content creator, as well as Gemini Diva 79. Look at all the content creators who are gathering in these YouTube streets and gathering with us today for this episode of Shop Talk. So let's talk about some ways that you can engage with your viewers beyond creating your best content. That's the number one way that you're going to get folks to come back to your channel and to continue to watch on your channel is you've got to put out your best content. So make sure that it's your best content. Doesn't have to be perfect content, but let it be your best content. And what are you doing to make sure that your content is improving? My content has improved a lot, and I hope that you can see the time and effort that I put into this thing. Let's keep this train rolling along. Let's look at some of the key metrics for engagement with our channel. How can viewers interact with you and your content on your YouTube channel? They can hit that like button. So if you haven't hit that like button, if you're liking the vibe over here, go ahead and hit that like button. And you can also check in your comments. Comments also give you a really good understanding about how folks are enjoying your channel. They might give you suggestions, as content creators often give me suggestions in the comments, or they'll write a question and I'll use that to create an episode of Shop Talk, our content creator makerspace. If Many times, if you are talking about a timely topic, a topic that explains something or teaches something, or perhaps at this time of year, where in the lead up to Thanksgiving, many friends are sharing their favorite recipes. Myself, I'm really a lifestyle channel, but I do love sharing what I have learned as a 50-year-old content creator, newly monetized content creator who really grew my channel a lot since January and grew it all the way to full monetization. So oftentimes viewers will share the post, or they'll share the live stream, they'll share a video where you are sharing something that they want to share with something else. That is also an engagement metric that the YouTube algorithms, the supercomputers, will utilize. And the more folks share out your content, we now have, I should have added the hype button. And that is a special program for new and small content creators. And did you know that YouTube considers anybody with fewer than 500,000 subscribers a small content creator? So in that sense, we're all small but mighty. We are all small but mighty content creators because we are working together to grow these channels. Yes. And thank you so much for your kind words. We want to welcome in another member of Kendi K's crew. Coffee No Cream. And thank you, friend. Coffee No Cream mostly focuses on shorts, but we love her presence in these YouTube streets. She has developed quite a following just off of her beautiful shorts, often featuring her family and other thought-provoking topics. So in a word, it elicits an emotion, a positive emotion, and we are looking for Coffee No Creams, and that's cream with an E. We're looking for her shorts in these YouTube streets. Yes. Kyle Vlogs, another content creator that Kendi K feels that I'm going to recommend Kyle Vlog to you. Kyle says, the thing I enjoy doing for people is making memories, spreading positivity, and spreading love, and enjoying and sharing the things that Kyle enjoys. I was just over at Kyle's channel because he mentioned that he had done a new video about visiting the Daytona Beach Aquarium. And guess what? I felt like I was right in that aquarium, from the tree, the little green tree frog, to the that fish that you shouldn't touch, but they were going to let you touch it. I can't think of it. Wow. But so many wonderful fish and aquatic animals, because it was just like I was there at the Daytona Aquarium right along with Kyle from Kyle Vlog. So check them out if you would. Check them out. Y'all, another metric that you can use to determine your level of engagement or how viewers are interacting with your content. And these are metrics that YouTube uses. Okay. These are the metrics that YouTube looks at. And they're not people, y'all. It's all supercomputers. It's a network of supercomputers that are driving the algorithm, and it will determine how much your content is sent out to viewers and for how long. And so they also look at the number of subscribers. How is your subscriber count growing? How is your subscriber count going? That is another key metric. And as long as it's growing, and it's moving in the right direction. And then we also look at this metric called click-through rate. You might have heard the word CTR, click-through rate. That is a percentage that ranges anywhere between 1 all the way up to 10 and sometimes even 11 and 12. But a good click-through rate for a small creator, someone in their first year on YouTube, is you should be trying to reach a click-through rate of at least 2%. And it has a lot to do with your thumbnail, because that's the first thing that folks are going to see to represent your channel and your content. Is they're going to see the thumbnail that you create for your content. And that content could be a long format video or a live stream or even a short. So you want to make sure that when you look at your YouTube studio, at your analytics in YouTube Studio, make sure that you check on your click-through rate. And if it's not yet reaching 2%, then that's one reason why maybe your channel is not growing in subscribers and in views from week to week, is because you want to do some work with your thumbnails. So thumbnails, friends, thumbnails and click-through rate go hand in hand. So initially, I'll say that again, if you are a content creator and you've been on YouTube less than a year, your click-through rate is going to hover around 2%. And as long as they're at 2%, that means they are good to go. If you have click-through rates that are higher than that, then that means you are really giving the people what they enjoy. That means they're going to be clicking on your content because you've got a high click-through rate. That's the long and the short of it. I have several episodes of Shop Talk. After 46 episodes, I have several episodes that really walk you through how to read your click-through rate down in YouTube Studio and what it means. But just that's a good barometer. If you ever get to a click-through rate of between 4 and 6%, whoa, that means you have a click-through rate similar to that of larger creators, and that means creators with about 500,000 subscribers or more. Yes. Gemini Diva is reminding us to give the people what they want. When it's all said and done, give the people what they want. Think about what your interests of your viewers are, and make sure that you're also sharing some of your own interests, because when you're doing what you love, that comes across in the biggest and the best way. And I'm doing what I love. I want to help as many other folks, because this is where the Content Creator Collective came from. These are folks that I connected with. And once I did that, y'all, I really did. I did YouTube for about the first 6 or 7 months all by myself. I did not know anybody in these YouTube streets other than the 100 or so folks who had hit subscribe on my channel. But it wasn't until I connected with other content creators. So if you're looking for a community, you found it. This is Kendi K all day, and this is Shop Talk, coming to you with 2 to 3 live stream Q&A episodes each and every week. Welcome in, Australia. Welcome. Y'all, thank you all for joining me. I'm super excited to see so many friends making their way. And then, friends, watch time. Watch time is also a good indicator. How long are folks watching on your channel? Are they watching and then clicking away? Those are other indicators of your engagement. The longer folks watch your content, the higher your engagement metrics. And the more of these things that you're utilizing, the better. And I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to utilize one of the free engagement opportunities. I want to go over, and I'm showing you what YouTube looks like from the streaming side of things directly in YouTube Studio for this live stream. And I'm going to start a poll. Let's do that together, because that's one way to increase engagement. Remember, engagement is how can viewers interact with your channel beyond watching. So let's talk about that. Let's create a poll question related to engagement. How do you increase engagement on your channel? You have 100 characters to pose a question to your viewers. And so let's talk about that. So you can invite them to like your content. You can ask them to subscribe to your channel because that's free. You can add a poll question so that they can respond to and share their opinion. And that's enough. And then when we're done, we can add up to 4 responses. And I added 3 to that one. And just like that, we've added a way for viewers to engage. Not everybody wants to comment down in the chat, but most folks don't mind hitting one button so that they can share their opinion. It's your vote. It's your view as a viewer, and your vote and your voice matter. Absolutely. Thank you all for joining me for this live streamed episode of Shoptalk. This is the Content Creator Maker Space. Are you all hearing me okay? Well, thank you all for joining me. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get back to the meat of the matter. Let's keep talking shop as content creators. And even if you're not a content creator yet, perhaps you're thinking about becoming a content creator, then I invite you to come and join us for weekly episodes of Shop Talk, coming to you live and in full color 2 to 3 times a week. The next time you can join us for Shop Talk is on Sunday morning. It's the Sunday Sunrise edition. Welcome in, Crazy Kid 949. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Paula, for being a kind human. I told you I'm a new content creator. Even as a now fully monetized content creator, I'm a woman of a particular age, and I did put my earbuds in because I've been having some sound problems, and I did Bluetooth connect them to my laptop. I just wanted to make sure that I had all systems firing in the right way. So let's keep looking. Let's see what we can learn together as we take a look at ways to engage viewers with our content. And when we talk about engagement, we're talking about everything beyond just viewing our content. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Mrs. Paula. Okay, friends, so let's continue to look at some of these YouTube engagement metrics. And this lets you know how much and in what ways YouTube, the supercomputers that are in fact YouTube, what ways do they value each of these metrics? So what it's saying is look for the longer green bars there. And what it's saying that more than anything, they're looking at how long are viewers watching your content and staying on your content. In fact, friends, we really want them to binge watch our content, especially as a monetized content creator, because that's what it's all about as a monetized content creator. But even now, before full monetization or even partial monetization, you want friends watching. The longer they watch, the more your engagement numbers are put into that YouTube algorithm, and it will begin to churn out more viewers and more pictures, expressions of your thumbnails, and send those to the devices of your viewers and possibly new viewers so that they can click, resulting in a higher click-through rate. So as you can see, all of these things are important. The number of likes and dislikes that you get on your content, the number of comments, the number of folks, anytime anyone shares your content or posts it, that counts the same thing as a share. How many subscribers are you gaining in subscribers? As long as it's going up, as long as those numbers are going up, and up, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. My numbers, I'm on the road to 5K. And right now I have a little over 1,500 subscribers, but you know what? I'm super proud of everyone who enjoys my content enough to hit that subscribe button. They're investing in you as a content creator by hitting subscribe. And so I always like to devote some time and say thank you to each and every one of my subscribers. My next mini goal on the road to 5K is 2,000 subscribers. And y'all, I kind of want to get there by Christmas time. Wouldn't that be a great Christmas present? And belated birthday present. Y'all, I turned 50 in October. Y'all, and then click-through rate. We were just talking about it. Check your click-through rate down in your YouTube Studio Analytics. And Candy K, I promise to do a refresher real soon on understanding more about that click-through rate. What it essentially means, friends, is how many times out of 100 did people see your thumbnail on their device and they decided to click to watch and view your content. And then watch time and retention. And if you look at those bars on this visual here, it is the most important thing when we talk about engagement. So we're looking at how are folks engaging with your content. Number one, we hope that they're watching and watching for long times. Y'all, thank you for joining me. Thank you for rocking with me in these YouTube streets. We want to take some time and pay the bills. So take a good look at this. This episode of Shop Talk is brought to you by Pound Cake Experts. Pound Cake Experts features 50 gourmet flavors of pound cake, located in Dallas, Texas, and shipping all over the country. Visit poundcakeexperts.com. That's Pound Cake Experts on all social medias. Let's thank Pound Cake Experts for sponsoring this episode 46 of Shop Talk. Y'all, if you do have any questions about engagement or content creation in general, go ahead and drop those in the chat at this moment. I want to share some of the comments that are coming in through the chat. We want to welcome Rooted in Essential Oils. Welcome, content creator there. Well, thank you, Slim Jim. You. I felt like I had been wearing my hair up for all this week for sure. So I thought I would try something different and bring them down. So thank you for the nice compliment. See, kind humans. That's what we do over here. This is a safe space for content creators to connect, to collaborate, to learn, and grow our channels to and through full monetization. Yes, we want to thank Simply Debbie Sue, another content creator who's joining us. Simply Debbie Sue, would love to see her out on her porch, but in fact, I love to see her at the local small business where she was buying plants for her garden. And then I love to see Simply Debbie Sue in the kitchen. I just love Simply Debbie Sue. She's a great content creator and a great supporter on this channel. And if you get over there to Simply Debbie Sue, let her know that you met her over on Shop Talk. We want to welcome Kyle Vlogs, and we want to say good day to Gemini Diva 79. Thank you for joining us, Gemini Diva. I appreciate you from helping to moderate this stream as a content creator yourself as well. Thank you. We want to welcome Mrs. Paula. Mrs. Paula does retirement. Thank you, friends. Thank you. And it looks like I've got a content creator who's wanting to join us on the stage. And there he is, y'all. It's Crazy Kid 949. We'll give him just a moment. You let us know when you're ready, Crazy Kid, but you're already
I'm ready.
on stage with us. And so welcome.
How you doing there, Kendi?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing, Crazy Kid?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just getting used to this new fast internet that I got.
Oh, so it's working out. You talked about that. That's a really, let's talk about that for a second. And from a content creation perspective, that's probably the number one thing that you want. First of all, you can fully monetize. I'm a living witness. You can fully monetize a YouTube channel with just your cell phone. But what you absolutely must have is high-speed internet. High-speed internet. You've got to have good internet connectivity. And it says that I've got an excellent stream, no issues. So let's hope that continues. So invest what you can, if you can, in the best internet connection. And you do need a high-speed internet connection in order for your viewers to capture you and capture who and what you are. You got to be able to connect to the internet in order to connect to everything you need to start and maintain and grow YouTube. Go ahead, Crazy Kid.
You got to be able to convey your message and make sure your message gets from your computer to the host server. And if you got choppy internet like I had there a while back, it was a pain in the butt. because all of a sudden it would deteriorate the quality of my video. It would deteriorate the quality of my audio. I wasn't able to do live streams for a while because I couldn't trust the quality of the internet. Now, I got way more than I need.
And that's what I do too. That's why I did a sound check. I said, "Are you guys hearing me okay?" And thank you, Mrs. Paula, again. Mrs. Paula that you see right there. Check out Mrs. Paula does retirement 10 out of 10. Candy K highly recommends. And some other things that I do when I get ready to do a live stream to ensure I have as much bandwidth available to my live stream, my internet bandwidth available, is I go through the house. I start cutting off every television. I have a work cell phone. I'm on my lunch break. I'm on a late lunch break right now from my full-time job. So what I do is I turn off that work cell phone while I am doing my live stream. Number one, I'm on my lunch hour. And then number two, I want to make sure that I push all my internet connectivity resources, all my bandwidth to my live stream. Another thing that I do, Crazy Kid, is I shut down all other extra windows and tabs on my, in my case, in my laptop that I'm using for StreamYard today. Do you have any other tips like that you could share with other creators?
Yeah, just make sure that, when you, like, before you go live, check your internet status, and to see if somebody's piggybacking off your internet. Because if somebody's piggybacking off your internet and they're hogging your bandwidth, your video is going to end up looking like garbage. But one of the things that I wanted to talk, I saw you talking about earlier, and I was like, oh, I got something to say about that.
Thank you for coming on up too. I appreciate that.
Was when you were talking about your click-through rate, your watch time, and all that other stuff. And a thought occurred to me about when I was writing my books. You have to do your videos kind of like writing a story. You do the issue first, you do your resolution, and then you do your issue, then you do your how you're going to resolve it, and then you do your solution. You can't mix those three up. They have to go in that order. And when you get into mixing them up, like putting the solution before the resolution, all of a sudden people see that you solved it and then they quit watching. So you put your solution at the end. It's like baking a cake.
Tip.
It's like baking a cake. Show your ingredients. You got the milk, the eggs, the flour, the butter, all the stuff that you're going to use to make that cake. And, you just look at it and you show everything in its raw form. And then your solution is, or your resolution is how you build that cake, how you create or take the eggs and you mix them in with the flour and all that other stuff, and then baking it. And then all of a sudden decorating is your solution. And then next thing you know, you got the enjoyment. And when you give a good reaction on your own baking, on your own cake, you're going to get people going, I'm making that.
Well, Crazy Kid, I love any analogy with baking, especially a cake, because Candy K, y'all, it was Candy K's 7-up pound cake that really brought in the views for the very first time on my channel. It wasn't until I stepped out of my box. I did something very courageous, which was try to bake during a live stream. I actually recorded that first one, but since then, y'all, I've even ventured into doing live stream baking, and it's not for the faint of heart. It really does take a lot of pre-planning, but you're right. It's kind of like adding all the little ingredients. Yep. And don't show them the finished product until you need to, friends, because that can become many smaller episodes. We can put all of those episodes together as chapters into a playlist, if you will. And we've got episodes of Shop Talk that teach you how to build a playlist of your content. Crazy Kid, let's welcome Kyle from Kyle Vlogs. Kyle, you want to say hello to us? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm
We
doing all
are
right.
great. We are great. Kyle, is there anything that you do when you get ready to do a live stream? And I think I saw you down in the chat. You're planning for a live stream. What do you do to plan for a live stream? What do you do to get ready?
I try to get the thumbnail and my description set up, and I think I'm gonna be doing it vertical. I think this is probably gonna be my second time doing it vertical, and I think when I go live on the cruise, I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, horizontal or whatever it's called.
Horizontal or landscape mode. So
Yeah.
this is horizontal
When you do it
or
sideways,
landscape
yeah.
mode, and this is vertical.
When you do it sideways, when the screen's a little bigger.
Yeah, so this is landscape or horizontal. Yep, you said that right. Now, Kyle, did Crazy Kid and did we hear you mention a cruise?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm gonna be going on Utopia of the Seas in about a week after Thanksgiving.
Wow. Kyle, you said that like you were saying, I'm about to go to the Walmart and pick up some eggs. Kyle, you're going on a whole cruise on what cruise line is Utopia? What cruise line is that ship on? Is it really Norwegian or is it Royal Caribbean? Is it a Carnival cruise?
I think it's Royal Caribbean. Yeah, I can't say it.
Well, tell us this. Maybe you can give us an inside track today, Kyle.
It's a Christmas cruise.
And I've got my fingers crossed. Do you plan on taking us as viewers with you on that cruise?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you, Kyle. I can't wait to see your content from your cruise.
I did it on the first cruise, but I don't have it up yet.
Kyle, I'm still trying to get out some of my Hawaii 5-0 birthday trip that I took at the beginning of October. I'm still trying to get content out from that.
I'm so far behind on so much videos and stuff, and I'm trying my best to get stuff out as I can.
Yes, absolutely. So just know it from 3 content creators. I've got Crazy Kid 949 co-hosting with me and Kyle from Kyle Vlogs. Y'all, we would all tell you, yes, we all need more hours in a day and in a month and in a week to process the content and all of the ideas that are swimming in your head. So if that's you, if you've got a notebook chock full of ideas and content that you want to put out to represent your channel.
That's why I'm a little... Sorry, go ahead.
And you do, but friends, there's never enough time in the day. Just keep working at it, keep building your list, and just check them off one at a time. But yeah, all of my drives, my memory drives are full, my cloud drives, my phone, all of it. It's chock full with content, all of which needs to be processed. I see you nodding your head, Crazy Kid.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I know what it's like to fill a computer. Like I just got done. I spent the last 3.5 hours prepping for the next batch of videos that I'm going to be making on my music channel.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
On top of that, I just fired up another channel for gaming.
A brand new channel?
Yeah, a World of Warships gaming channel.
Oh, cool.
And in like it's not to do with any technical data or nothing, no crap like that. It's all about just having fun with the game, like just having a blast playing the game, taking the game back to what a game really is, fun.
Yeah, for the enjoyment.
Yeah, just for the enjoyment of the game.
For the love of gaming.
Oh yeah. And what I've done is, because the way my mind works, I just kind of react to what's going on the screen. And then when certain things happen, I have these little cartoons that I made that are kind of wacky that I just kind of piece in between.
Oh, this is sounding better and better. I see your brain churning. I can literally see it as you're talking. Wow, this sounds super cool. So I like that you're taking a niche like gaming and making it your own.
Oh
You're
yeah,
going to
like
do some reactions with animations to the gaming
oh yeah,
experience. I
like
love
and
that.
not so much reactions to what other people are doing. I'm actually the one playing the game.
Okay.
I'm actually the one, going through and getting shot at.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the one, doing the shooting and, firing the torpedoes and stuff like that. And I'm just reacting as I'm playing the game. Like, when I get surprised by an enemy, I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I got this little cartoon thing where there's some admirals like, fire everything. And then it pans to the turrets. And all of a sudden, all these rubber ducks come out of the guns.
Wow. See, that sounds super cool. And so, again, it's doing something different. It's making the niche your own. How are you going to show up in these YouTube streets? Because you, as a content creator, each of us, we are our own brand.
Yeah.
And so you can do the exact same content, but there's no way you can do it like anyone else can do it. Only you can be you
And
in
that's why they
these
call it
YouTube
YouTube.
streets. And that's why it's called YouTube. Absolutely. Absolutely. We want to thank everyone who's joining us and chatting it up in that chat. Thanks, creators. I appreciate you joining us. Let's take a look at our poll question. How do you increase engagement on your channel? What is one of the ways that you, with intention, work to have people interact with your channel beyond just viewing? 67% of those who responded to this poll said that they invite them to hit that like button. And 33% say that they add a poll question. This is, in fact, a poll question. And I showed you how to create a poll on your channel step by step. Poll questions are only active during live streams, though. So if you have been hunting around as a new content creator, because I was like, oh, well, the reason why I never saw the poll question is the plus sign down at the bottom of the chat. You have to be in a live stream situation in order to see that poll question, or even to ask a question and post it to the top. You've got to be in a live stream situation. Yeah, that's how you do that, friends. That's what we do here on Shop Talk. We talk shop as YouTube content creators. Let's go back to the content, and my co-hosts are going to help me at this moment, and I'm super excited to have them here. Give me a moment. I'm on the wrong. Well, there's Crazy Kid. He's now big and he can talk to us. But let me show you this, and I'll pull up a new view of this. Here we go. We'll use this one. And we want to welcome in content creator Reversing High Blood Pressure. She's on a really good fitness journey. Wanda's working with a fitness trainer. And wow, I'm super excited to see your results because I can already see them. So here's a checklist. Before you upload a new long format video, or before you go live, make sure, and Kyle reiterated this already, so we're reiterating what Kyle said. Make sure you have a strong, clickable thumbnail, one that the people will want to click on and see. Ooh, let me see what Kyle has got going on over there. Let me see what Candy K is doing. Let me see what Crazy Kid 949 is doing. Make sure that you add some words to your thumbnail. So when we think about thumbnails, there are typically a few words, emphasis on few words on the thumbnail itself. Few. I see you nodding there, Crazy Kid. Talk about that for a second.
Limit the number of words you put on it. Make it so that it doesn't take up all the space on the thumbnail. And make it so that the words are actually big enough to read on a phone.
Yes. Yes. So keep that in mind. If your background, remember, the thumbnail is really all the main meat of the matter on a thumbnail is the picture, the visuals, what people can see with their eyes. So if you put too many words on your thumbnail, then folks are too busy reading and they won't be able to see the picture. So make sure that your words are large enough is another pro tip from Crazy Kid. Kyle, can you add anything to that about the thumbnail? Because you talked a little bit about that already. Anything else to add to that?
In my opinion, you want to make sure you have a good thumbnail as possible because you don't want to have like an empty picture with nothing with it or whatever.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
try my best to think about that stuff, but it doesn't get to my brain as quickly as it should.
Mm-hmm. I tried many different things with thumbnails because to me, that's where I get to show a little bit of my creativity. I tried thumbnails, and then I also on the back end in my analytics, I checked to see how those thumbnails worked on my channel by looking at the click-through rate and the number of views that thumbnail brought in.
The only time that I put words in my thumbnails is only for videos.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly for videos, but I didn't think about for live streams.
Here's a question for your guests, and everybody here in your live stream, watching your live stream. What program do you use, or programs do you use to create your thumbnails?
Well, I in particular use something different than a lot of YouTubers. I use Pic Collage.
Oh yeah,
that's what I use to create my thumbnails.
I personally use a free program called Krita.
Spell that for us, or drop it into the chat.
Krita. Let me see if I can find the
Krita.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle, what do you use to create your thumbnails?
The free editing app that I use is iMovie.
Oh, you make your thumbnails using iMovie as well?
Yeah, because that's the only way I can possibly think about doing it, because it's a free version.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really don't want to pay for something that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Kyle, you must be doing like I do sometimes. I usually pull my thumbnails directly from the video that I'm working on, or from some aspect of the live stream. You're going to see me create a better thumbnail for episode 46 of Shoptalk today, and it'll probably include myself and my co-host, because it'll be a better thumbnail, and I'll just take a screen capture. And Kyle says that he does that with iMovie. And then let me remind other creators that through YouTube Studio, if you aren't so savvy yet with thumbnail creation, it will kind of create 2 or 3 thumbnails for you automatically. They'll be auto-generated through YouTube Studio.
The program Krita, I've used Photoshop Pro before, long time ago, many years ago. I had that program, and it was a super stupid powerful program to use, but you had to really understand how to play with that in order to really make the best out of it. Krita, it's just as powerful and twice as easy to use.
Okay. And that's why I use Pic Collage. iPhone as a app, is a free app, and then I can also pull it up on my desktop as well. Yeah. So we want to welcome.
I use 4 or 5 different programs all at once to make my thumbnails.
Well, then there's no wonder then why your thumbnails are much better than my own. Y'all, I'm still learning. I'm still learning as a new content creator, albeit a fully monetized content creator. I still create your collective 2 to 3 times a week with live streamed episodes with intention. We want to welcome in Cloud Kicker. Welcome to Shop Talk.
I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I heard something there. Okay. So, friends, let's keep chatting it up. Let's keep talking about this idea of.
Hello.
Hey, we need to mute you there. Okay, we're gonna mute him. He'll be back around if he can. Okay, friends, we want to talk about our description. So remember that if you use words on your thumbnail, make sure the picture is the most important thing about the thumbnail. And then in adjacent to the thumbnail itself, the picture itself, and any small number of words you might include on that, you're also going to have a title. Those are the written words that, depending on the device, if it's the TV or your computer, your tablet, or your cell phone, the title itself to the picture. Make sure that you are using SEO optimized words in your title. That means that they will evoke interest, and that it will be about topics that interest your viewers, not just you, but your viewers. Content. Make sure that you're also uploading and attaching hashtags and tags to your content. Hashtags are what bring people who have recently watched content that is similar to yours to your live streams and to your videos that you're uploading. Crazy Kid or Kyle, do you have anything to share about that as my co-host today? And thank you for co-hosting this stream with me.
No problem.
Oh, wait just a second. I had muted you.
Hashtags have to be related to the topic and subject of the video or live stream that you're publishing. It's against YouTube's terms of service to just spam all kinds of different hashtags that don't relate to the video. You can actually go in later, like say for like Candy K's situation here, she can go in later and hashtag Kyle and myself because she didn't know when she posted this that we were going to show up. So she can go in later and re-edit and add to her hashtags.
And I typically do that and use the @ sign so that you will be listed. And also in the description box after you co-host the show with me, I always do with intention, but give me a little time to do that because I first have to finish my full-time job today. But I'll go back and in the description box, I'll even put a link so folks can hop on over there and check your channel out. That's the least I could do for you all. Shoptalk, but good idea. Make sure that your hashtags, and you're right, Crazy Kid. It's not just a good idea. That is part of the procedures and policy of YouTube. And when you're in violation, y'all, they have every right to shut your channel down. So make sure that what I always use for a live stream is hashtag live stream, but I will use the bigger one. Hashtag live. Are there any go-to hashtags that you all use for your niche or for your channel?
Go ahead, Kyle.
I don't really use hashtags for anything because the only time I would use a hashtag is for a short. But
okay, and what hashtag do you use when you do a short?
When I ever upload a funny short or something.
Mm-hmm. So you could do hashtag short. Hashtag short is a great, and hashtag funny. Yep, or hashtag I don't, just for laughs.
I only put one specific hashtag. I don't put a whole bunch.
Hashtags help bring viewers to your content. Hashtags help bring viewers to your content. And friends, if you want viewers on your channel, make sure that you make yourself a hashtag. So hashtag all one word, all lowercase, Candy K all day, and hashtag Candy K.
See, when I do my reaction videos, and I've said this on your channel before, the very first four hashtags I use is hashtag the artist, hashtag the song reaction, and then hashtag just the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that basically tells people who are looking for, maybe sometimes somebody doesn't know the certain thing that you're talking about. Like in my case, you know the song, or maybe they know the song but they don't know the artist, or maybe they're just looking for a reaction channel. So, or somebody reacting to that song or to that artist. So, you know, I have to cover my bases. So this way here I can, you know, kind of, you know, pull in them other people that are just either typing in Survivor. They're going to get all kinds of videos about the TV show Survivor. But the chance that my video may rank in there for somebody searching up Survivor the group.
Yes. When you use hashtags, friends, it is helping the YouTube computers. Okay. It is helping the YouTube computers, the algorithm, to align your videos or your live streams to other, then see your great thumbnail and your great title and click and watch your content. Yeah. So that's why we use
it's the way the algorithm reaches out and grabs them viewers.
Yes.
They're looking for this, and then they get all these other suggestions. Like, hey, what's that all about? And then you may get somebody just, you know, taking a look for, say, the TV show Survivor, and you've got a video about Survivor Eye of the Tiger. That's long. So the next thing you know, you may end up with another subscriber, somebody else to watch multiple videos on your channel.
Absolutely. Y'all, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode 46. Crazy Kid 9 for 9 and Kyle from Kyle Vlogs for joining me to co-host this episode of Shop Talk. I hope that you've learned a strategy or 2 or 3 or 12 about how to help viewers to engage with your content. Y'all, thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for rocking and riding with us in the Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. Goodbye for now.